those opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
Brandon, how many times have we talked to these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before. Now it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Oh, that is incomplete.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. The new signee from Dallas, Tony Pollard, a touchdown on the ground. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium, see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Darius Slayton, well over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And able to get this out to the 25. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Myles Murphy, he's the one who got in there and hit him for a loss. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. To throw, it's May. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's May.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jones on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets. And it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Burrow looking to pass. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. And Burrow going to throw again. Now a short one to Gesicki. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Second down and 6 now.
Burrow will throw. Shakes off the sag.
That one caught by all, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down in distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker. They're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll throw with May.
Short pass caught by Henry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Dancing to his left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
On the return is Jones. Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, 68 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
And now out come the Patriots.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, May with it.
He finds Douglas complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll try the left side with Stevenson.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Again, it's Stevenson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to gain.
On play action. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. From the shotgun, it's May. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Bengals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart.